Welcome to online class Standard 7 Geography Chapter 5 The Hydrosphere. In this lesson we are going to learn about the hydrosphere, which means the water present in the earth. Let's start the lesson. We'll get into the lesson with the distribution of water, the circulations of ocean and the ocean currents and need for the water conservation. These are the things we are going to learn from this lesson. The earth consists of 71% of earth's surface covered by water. The ocean water is about 96.5. In that 0.9% is the saline water and the fresh water is 2.5%. The fresh water we are going to see in elaborate manner. The fresh water is about divided into three types: the surface water, the groundwater and the glacier. As a glacier, the water is consist of about 68.7% in the Himalayas in the Arctic regions. Okay, it's a glacier form. Then under the groundwater is about 30.1%, where our house we all take water is the groundwater. Then the surface water, it is about 1.2%. Then the surface water we are going to see in elaborate manner. The surface water is about groundwater. It is about 69.0%, and the lakes, as lakes it is about 20.9%. In atmosphere it is in the form of 3%, and as the soil, with the soil moisture it is of 3.8%. Like that it is separated according to the surface level of the water. So this diagram is very important. It's given in your book also. Next is the water cycle. Water cycle is nothing but the main thing is four things happening in the atmosphere in our environment is transpiration, evaporation, condensation and precipitation. These four together is called as the water cycle. The first step is the water gets evaporated because of the heat produced by the sun. It's called as evaporation. Then it got condensed by the clouds. Condensed in the clouds is called as condensation. Then it got precipitated as rain, as snow. It's called as precipitation. The water gets evaporated, then got condensed, then got precipitated is this called as the water cycle. This process is a continuous process, so it is called as a cycle, the water cycle. The next is the ocean circulation. It has three types: the waves, tides and the currents. Let's see one by one. What is wave, what is tide and what are the currents? A wave is nothing but the surface of the ocean falls alternately because of the gravitational pull of the earth is called as the waves. These waves usually happen in the shore side, in the seashore side is called as the waves. When strong winds blow, the surface of the ocean gets waved. So according to the strength of the wind, the wave get higher and greater. So this is the way waves are formed. And important of waves is to predict the weather and for shipping industries and for the fishermen. The next is tides. Tide refers to the periodic rise and fall of the ocean water, which means when Earth rotates, the surface of the water changes from place to place. For example, in Tamil Nadu it will be in higher level and in Kerala it will be in lower level. Because of the earth surface and earth rotation, the level of the sea increases and decreases its depth. If the depth is so high, the tide will be high. If the sea level subsides, gets down, the tides will be low. This occur in the deep of the sea, in the middle of the sea or inner sea. Next is the spring tides, which occur during the new moon day when moon lies between the sun and the earth. The gravitational pull will be exerted on the earth. So the earth, the ocean got bulged more than the usual, so that the higher tide will be little high and lower tide will be little low. Lower gets lower, higher gets higher. Next is the neap tides. This occur during the full moon day where the moon is partially towards the earth's surface. This tide changes high tides to lower and low tides to higher than the average level. So let's see the picture so that we'll get a clear idea. So the first picture shows the new moon day when the moon is in the middle, and the full moon day the moon will be near to the opposite to the earth. So because of this only the neap tides and spring tides occur. During the new moon day, higher tide become higher, lower tide become lower, and during the full moon day, the lower become higher and higher become lower. The next is ocean currents. Ocean currents is nothing but stream of the water flow in a particular direction. It may be in horizontal or else in a vertical direction. This occur because of the temperature and the rotation of the earth and the changes of winds and density of the water and also the salt content of the water. And according to the coastal line, the shore of the sea also, it has different type of currents such as cold currents, warm currents, gulf currents, and equatorial currents. Based on the area, based on the oceans, or for example Pacific Ocean, it will be in some other direction. In Indian Ocean, it will be in some other direction. Let's see the ocean current points. So the water at the poles cools down, its density decreases and started to sink. Then after what happened? The water surface moved to the area less pressure area, high pressure area to the less pressure area. Then it got upper welling and it changes to the, so next to the equator pole. Like that it changes the currents in the directions. Next is need of water conservation. The conservation means to preserve, because to reduce the water scarcity. For future generation, we must save water through rainwater harvesting. We all have to reduce the water usage of our domestic purpose in our day-to-day life, so that also we can conserve the water for our future generation. Planting more trees give us more rain. Like that we have to follow these steps to conserve the water. Yes, we are on to the lesson. In this lesson, we learnt about the water